Hi here, Finns here, I'm back for another video and it's time for another Dancing on Ice review. Yes, it was a week. We have one celebrity couple was eliminated by the judges and one couple were eliminated due to injury. Um, yes, so we had really a double elimination this week. Yes, it was quite a dramatic week. I'll explain all. So yes, the first couple were eliminated from the show on Sunday, and spoiler alert, Mylene and Lukash were the first couple to be eliminated from the show on Sunday. I'm sad to see Mylene go. I really thought she could be a good skater. I really thought she had potential, but sadly no. Sadly, you can be eliminated from the Week 2 bunch, as she is the first celeb to be eliminated from the Week 2 bunch, because very interesting, it's always been the Week 1 bunch that's been the first one to be eliminated, but no, maybe she could have been better if she was on Week 1, but no. Yeah, I'm quite sad to lose Mylene. I thought she had great potential. I thought she wasn't that bad, and I was surprised in a way that the judges only gave her 5s. I'm like, oh, they only gave her 5s, why? I thought they could go 6s like everybody else. And I wondered why they gave them 5s, and I've just looked back on the performance, and after looking back on it, what I've noticed is in that routine, there wasn't a lot of solo skating compared to some of the other couples. She did hold on to Lukash quite a lot. You know, I think she was still quite worried about the ice and had nerves. But yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, she got a 5.5 from every judge, so, and she got 22 out of 40, which usually sometimes saves them in the first elimination. It's not a bad position to be in, but I guess, this year, everybody's getting good, decent scores. I think yeah, again, it's a tough year this year, I'm on Dancing on Ice. If she was in the 2019 lineup or the 2018 lineup, she would have gone a lot further. I think, like, if she had a series where Gemma Collins or Mark Litt or Cheryl Baker or Anthony Cotton would be, or Joe Pasquale, were in their series, maybe she would have gone a lot further. It's just the cast this year it's a lot stronger than maybe some other years as well. And I knew when she was up against Lady Leisha in the skate off, I knew it was curtains, because I think Lady Leisha really practiced her routine well. I think Melanie was really only concentrating on a routine than her skate off routine, if you know what I mean. Maybe some people say it's unfair that she didn't have a lot of time to practice her skate off routine, but you know what? She is the first one to be eliminated from the Week 2 bunch to be eliminated, so I don't know. But I did feel sorry for Melanie, and I also feel quite sorry for Lukash. Second year in a row he's been eliminated first. I feel worried we're not going to see Lukash get a partner this year. And I've done my research, and I believe this is, like, if I'm not mistaken, this is the 4th year that Lukash has been eliminated after his first performance. I've done my research. He has not had good partners. I thought there was some hope with Melanie Class, but sadly no. I feel so sorry for Lukash. She really takes it in well. I do feel sorry. He's never had a good partner. Oh, I feel so bad for Lukash. I mean, I don't know. We don't really get to know these pro skaters a lot as well, so I do feel quite bad about him. and I do feel quite bad. You know, it hasn't had really good partners. I would hope he gets a good partner next year if he is going to get a partner next year. I feel really bad. This is the second year in a row where he's been eliminated first, and also he's up against Brendan, who, if I remember right, he was also in the first skate off last year. So it's the exact same pros in the first skate off, which is very interesting. Very interesting. And that might say something about the pros there. But, um, yeah. But sad to see them go. And of course, they were not the only couple to be eliminated. Today, it has been announced that sadly Denise Van Hilton has decided to withdraw from the competition after an injury. Which is very sad. It is very sad when people have to go like this. You know, I guess, you know, in a way it was the right decision. If she would have continued on the show, her injury would have got worse. She would have hurt even more. So I guess it was for the best to sit out for, and you know what, I guess she just couldn't continue, I guess. It was just too painful to continue, and, you know, and you can't play it safe every week, you know, and it's, you know, and that happy Tina Turner, Tina Turner, Proud Mary routine, which was supposed to be energetic, and they had to play it safe, and you can't play it safe every week, and you can't have ballads every week, so I guess it was just for the best for them to sit out, for her to leave, unfortunately, which is a shame because I like Denise Van Hilton. She's got a great personality, and I really thought she would be a contender to win this whole thing, so I am sad to see her go. And I feel bad for Matt as well. Matt, that means he doesn't get a partner. I know there's a new pro in going in, but I guess they don't want to mix with bubbles and social distancing and COVID, so it was made easier. So it's sad not to see him in this series. I hope Denise comes back next year. I know the door might be open. They did it for Michael Underwood, but that was quite a few years, you know. I mean, say, you know, the door's already... They said the door is always open, but it wasn't for Michael Barrymore. I don't see him in this lineup. So I don't know. I would like to see her again. I think if she does come back next year, I think she could do well. I still think she could win. It's just a shame that we have to lose somebody really good, that could have been really good on the ice due to an injury. It is really sad, and a really good celebrity to lose. Actually, it's a real shame, and also somebody who really wanted to do it as well. But we have got an extra space for somebody to replace her, and that someone is gymnastics champion. What's her name again? It's Amy. Where's her name? Is it Beth? No, it's... I don't know if her name's Amy. Yes, it is. Amy Tinkle. Let's do that again. We've got a new space for a new celebrity to now join the cast because Denise Van Hilton's out. That means the new celeb taking over from Denise's spot is Olympic gymnast Amy Tinkle. Yes, she is going to be replacing Denise Van Hilton. You know, I think it's okay for replacements to come in because they've only had like one elimination, I guess, and only one routine. So I think it's still quite early in the series. I think if it was like 3 or 4 weeks to get someone in, I think that would have been a bit too late. I think it's okay. I think Amy Tinkle, gymnast, I'm feeling quite positive, even though she's arriving a little bit late in the series. But gymnasts, you know, Beth Tweddle, last female Dancing on Ice winner, last female, yeah, last. I think I said that right. Last female winner of Dancing on Ice was Beth Tweddle, gymnast. So a positive sign there. She would be good. I think she's going to be good. She might have a disadvantage doing the show a bit late, but I've got positive vibes about Amy. I've got positive vibes, and I've heard of her. I remember her in the Olympics, so I wonder if she's going to be competing in the Olympics this year. If the Olympics are going to take this place this year, oh gosh, I feel so sorry for the athletes. Oh, that's going to be interesting in the summer, won't it? What's gonna happen? Oh gosh. Oh, anyway, I'm digressing. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing her on the show because she seems nice. She seems like a nice girl. in any case, um, in any case, is there any? Oh yes. Obviously, there's also question marks about Rufus Hound. Obviously, he had to self-isolate this week, so he was not in the group routine at all. So he was not there. He had to self-isolate. So there's question marks whether he'll be able to continue on the show. I hope he, well, I presume he will, but you never know. Obviously, this week he's also come under fire for, I think he was like saying some jokes about, saying something, I don't know if it was a joke or not, but about the terror attacks in Manchester in 2017, that Theresa May was to blame, and there's been other stuff as well, which, I'm not going to get into politics, and I'm not going to get too political on this channel, and, I'm not going to be on anybody's side. All I will say, though, if you're going to enter a show like Dancing on Ice, and you have to get, public's support, you have to get people voting for you, I think it's strange to say those kind of things when you're competing on a show where you have to get people, the votes from the public. So I just think it's so strange to say some views like that while you're on a show like Dancing on Ice, really, and say something kind of controversial like that. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I mean, I'm not saying anything like that, but I just think it's just a bit strange to say those things while you're competing on a show like that and trying to get votes from the public, trying to be on your side, then saying those kind of things. Yeah, I don't know how well he's going to do in the... That's all I'm going to say, really. But, yeah, I don't know how well he's going to do in the public vote now. Obviously, he got a golden ticket to avoid the public vote, so it is going to be quite interesting. Oh, my hair, what's going on? No, let's go like that. Okay. But yes, maybe self-isolating was karma. That was karma for saying those things. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on positively. The one that impressed me so much this week was, surprise, surprise, Faye Brooks and Hamish Gaiman. Yes, that's his name. Yeah, I really thought, it deserved 7s. It got 8s, really. It feels weird, in other years, remember the years that in week 1 or week 2, the celebs were really highest score usually used to be 5s, and usually that would be the highest score on week 1 or 2. And to get now 8s, Dancing on Ice has come a long way, I'd say. But yeah, she was really good. She is now the one to watch, in my opinion. I really think now Denise is out, I think she's the female to beat. I would be nice to see her nice. I think it's about time to see another girl win Dancing on Ice as well. I was hoping it was going to be Denise Van Anderson, but now she's out because of injury. So maybe Faye could really go for it. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Yeah, the judges' comments were so positive. This is like the best week 1 or week 2 or first performance routine we've ever seen. And they were so positive about it, and yet she didn't get the golden ticket. It's just... It's so weird that not one of them nominated her to get the golden ticket. Like, it is... Maybe they're going for the most improved performance, but even so, I thought she would be the most improved one, but maybe... It's a strange one. I don't know what they are judging on that, but maybe they thought Faye would be safe. So, yeah, but surely the one that got the highest scores from the judges would get the golden ticket. It would have made sense. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't understand that, but maybe they are going for the most improved couple on the show. In that case, they went for Sonny Capital Radio DJ Sonny J and dancer. What's it called? Sonny J and Angela. Is it Angela or Angela? Angela. I'm going to call her Angela. Angela. It begins with an A, Angela. This is the problem with Dancing on Ice. Unlike Mr. Ricky, I don't know hardly any of the new pros, and this is a big problem for Dancing on Ice. They really need to sort it out. But I digress. They got the golden ticket. He was really good. He was really good. I didn't get what the stage had to do. The LED background of a plane got to do with anything. So I didn't get the staging idea, but you know, that's a minor issue. I mean, that's nothing to do with their dancing. Their dancing was really good. Good skill, good technique, good dancing. It was good. It's a good performance. Yeah. Also had who else did? Colin Jackson and his bro that I also can't remember because she's new to the show and Dancing on Ice haven't promoted them enough. Anyway, it was a good opening. I enjoyed it. It impressed me the most, actually. It was a good start to the show. Good opener, I would say. Yeah, I liked it. Who else did this week? Oh, Graham Bell. Obviously, there's a lot of drama this year on Dancing on Ice, I have to say. Everybody getting injured, right and forth, people going in isolation, people saying this and that, and getting eliminated. It's just such a dramatic series, isn't it, really? So yeah, he's got a change of partner. He was supposed to do week 1, but now it's moved to week 2. Yeah, and he was skiing while skating, which was quite clever. I thought he would remove that gold, Bianca kind of coat. Bianca from EastEnders kind of coat, but in gold. I thought that would be a big reveal, but no, he kept it on through the whole performance, so must have been boiling after that. But anyway, it was a good performance. Yeah, another good routine. I enjoyed it. Who else we had? Billy Shepherd and Mark Pro. I can't remember. Danced. Yeah, I think she was all right. Although I have to say, I feel like she could have commit more in the performance. I still feel like she could have let loose a bit more in the performance. But no, she was really good, and it was nice seeing, her family. And I think the highlight of that show was seeing her son, just laugh on the telly. That was a funny moment, actually. That was actually quite funny. Actually, just laughing for no reason. A little boy just laughed for no reason whatsoever. But that was a fun moment, actually. You wouldn't get that in a live studio audience. I mean, yeah, that's the magic with Skype and Zoom, isn't it? Is there anybody else I've missed out? I think I have missed out one person. Oh gosh, I think I did this strictly for always missing out people. I think I talked about all the women. Yeah, I think that's all 6 of them, because I talked about Eileen at the start. Yeah, that's all of them. So yes, that's all I have to say about this week's Dancing on Ice. I have to say it's been a very dramatic series so far. Oh, I think that's the most dramatic we've had so far. It's been a really interesting series so far. For once I'm really getting actually back into Dancing on Ice. I have to say, Dancing on Ice, it's not as big as Strictly, but I don't know, maybe because, there's none of the skaters this year are just known for being dancers. They have other occupations as well than just dance, these celebs, which makes me feel more into it. I feel like this year is more open. I would like to see, I do miss the old novelty acts, that has got no chance whatsoever. At least for the first couple of weeks, I would like to see that. I would like to see celebs like that. They've got no chance whatsoever Dancing on Ice. But nevertheless, I think it's just a dramatic series with all these injuries that's been going on. Really, and all these celebrities withdrawing, people unsure, question marks about... it's been such a dramatic series, it really has. but quite entertaining as well. You just want to watch, see what happens next week, you know. Yeah. Um, the one thing though that I will say is this about the studio audience. Whenever they perform, I mean, there is no audience apart from the contestants and the skaters that sit in the places. It's like Strictly's done. So there is no audience. There isn't that. I'm surprised they didn't go down the virtual audience route. I'd say, like Britain's Got Talent or The Voice did. So there is no audience, but there is still, when they perform, there's still people cheering and still people clapping, and it's quite obvious it's not the people, the celebs and the skaters. It's quite obvious that it's canned noise, you know, canned laughter, canned audience, you know, fake audience really they're using, and I kind of feel like it does. Why do you need that? And can't you? I guess you want to create some sort of atmosphere in the studio, but at the same time it does feel a bit of force. It doesn't feel real. Like when they're announcing the results, do you really need audience noise? Because it can be quite loud for no reason, and nobody's shouting to save this person because it's all recorded. And yeah, I think I would prefer silence and hear people, you know, that are sitting on the side events, some of the skaters, like calling them, you know. Yeah, I think they need to work on that. But nevertheless, the series is going good so far. In any case, what do you think of Dancing on Ice 2021 so far? Comment down below in the comment section below, like this video and subscribe to my channel. I will be back for more content very soon. Until then, goodbye people, goodbye!